Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Oyoyo's World, and today is my very first video in my new series called, or rather titled, What Would You Do? Yes. So if you're interested in knowing what this series is all about, let's get into the video. Thank you for watching. So the question is, what would you do if you hear that your favorite zobo seller, your favorite drink seller, your favorite, soda seller actually alters the drink with her own blood to sell to you, all in the name that she does not want to die alone? What would you do? So today's story is that of a young woman that called a radio station in Lagos, Nigeria, explaining that she contracted the virus called HIV, and because she did not have money for treatment and she is a zobo seller in the market, she decided to add her own blood to the zobo drink that she sells to customers. And she claimed to have been doing this for the past 6 months. So I ask you now, what would you do if you hear that your favorite drink seller at the joint is this woman that makes the zobo she sells to people with her blood because she does not want to die of HIV alone? So her aim was to infect as many as she could. What would you do? So I'm going, in my intro, I said that stories I'll be sharing in this series are stories that will make you either cringe or marvel. So you can imagine that you buy this woman's product every time she comes around. You might even be the kind that will have it, have pity on the petty trader. Oh my goodness, this woman is hardworking. You now send your children to go buy 5 bottles for everybody in the home, or you send your co-worker to buy for everybody in the office, just in the name that you want to patronize this woman to support her business, not knowing that the said woman has other agenda. World people, the stories here is that could make you cringe, or that could send you straight to the hospital to run and do some medical examination on yourself and that of the members of your family, your colleagues at work, if any of you happens to live around the area that this said woman, or rather the zobo seller, lives. So you can imagine the catastrophe. You can imagine the distress that this particular woman's act must have caused to the community. And she said she has been on this for the past 6 months. So for the length of time that she's been perpetuating this crime, nothing ever moved her to have a rethink. Nothing ever touched her heart to consider that the people you're trying to infect with this virus might not have anything to do with you. Why is the world so wicked? Why is the world so heartless? So I'm going to ask you again, what would you do if you happen to hear from a radio station that your favorite zobo seller is this woman? What would you do? Would you run straight to the hospital to conduct medical tests on you? Or would you carry your whole office, assuming your office is close to where she sells, and you buy for your colleagues? Or assuming you have been feeding from this woman's zobo with the rest of your family, what would you do? Would you go to the hospital to check yourself out? Or would you make sure that they trace this woman and get her arrested to answer to the crimes that she has committed? Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section and let the conversation begin. Thank you for joining me today for this new series, What Would You Do? From Oyoyo's World. Please do me a favor by ensuring that your notification bell is on, because the stories that are coming from this series are cringing. They're the ones that will make you rethink before you even buy something from anybody in the market, or before you even trust anybody in this world. The world we live in is so deep. The advice I will leave us with: whatever you think you can be able to control, work on those and control them. At least you can control what you eat. You can control what you buy from food vendors. You can control that. And especially in a country like Nigeria, where there is no censor of anybody bringing anything to the market to sell, no regulation, what would you do? So guys, we are not here to determine the medical implication of the zobo woman's action, but one thing I know for sure is that the stomach acid is a very powerful component. However, I'm here to advise. If you know, like I said before, if you know what you can control, work on those and control them. Like making your own drinks. You can make zobo at home for your family. You can make zobo at home for your pleasure, and you can make other juices as well from fruits and vegetables. And whereby you don't know which fruits and veggies you can mix together to get a very delicious juice, I will refer you to my juice channel, Oyoyo Fresh, and I'll also be leaving the link in this video. So do check Oyoyo Fresh out for your delight. I tell you, you definitely find one recipe or the other that you take home with you. So having said that, guys, the world we live in is a very difficult one. It's a very challenging world. That wickedness has actually gone over and beyond. That people do unimaginable things when they are upset or when they are going through pain. So for this woman to determine, I don't want to die alone, because of that, she decided to put her infected blood into her zobo so that her customers will also partake in her suffering. Guys, I don't know what else to say about such wickedness. And don't think that this is the first time something like this had happened. Neither will it be the last time. So the only thing you can do for yourself, your family, and your friends is to control that which you can control. Like making zobo at home, making juices at home. So guys, I'm going to be drawing the curtain on today's episode, but do remember to turn on your post notification bell to receive my videos whenever I post them. Let the conversation begin in the comment section. Thank you for watching this video, and keep a date with me on the next video that I'll be dropping soon. Do me a favor by checking my community page for this same conversation. Know what your thoughts are, or what is your take in this particular video. Once again, what would you do if that happens to be you? And let me know where you're watching this video from. Thank you for watching.